إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Nigeria, and the Executive Secretary of Denmark, represented by Director of Monitoring and Evaluation, Mr. Arujijan. Other different staff are present. Senate members, students of the university, other staff, gentlemen of friends, once again, you are welcome to one. As we came earlier about the first event, we are here to officially have a program which will commence or signifies the commission of the Government Conference in the participants in this university. As I said earlier, one of the motto is there to afford action on behalf of the President of the Government of Nigeria. You are welcome. At this point, we invite the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Fatima, for a regular address to the Government.
Honorable Member, House Committee on Tertiary Education and Debt Fund, Right Honorable Papa Aliyu Bissau, here representing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Executive Secretary, Tertiary Education and Debt Fund, Architect Soni Ichonu, ably represented by the Director, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Professor Ango Abdullahi Baba, Council members here present, other officials of Debt Fund here present, principal officers of the university, Senate members, staff and students of the university, distinguished invited guests, distinguished members of the press, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you gathered here today to celebrate a significant milestone in the growth and development of our esteemed university. We are honored to have among us distinguished members of the federal government agency, notably Debt Fund, who have graciously supported us and are here to commission this esteemed intervention project. Today, we embark on a journey that will shape the future of our university and indeed shape the future, the path to progress for many young minds. It is with great pride that we witness the fruits of our collective efforts as this much awaited intervention project sets its roots within our academic institution. The project being the Central Library sited here on Gadao campus. The initiative represents a partnership between our university and TEDFund, driven by a shared vision of transforming education, expanding opportunities, and fostering innovation. It is a testament of our continuous pursuit of excellence and dedication to empowering our students with the knowledge and skills required to thrive in an ever-changing world. The intervention project will revolutionize our university's continuous quality learning, introducing cutting-edge information sharing and modern technology. This enhancement will not only provide a conducive environment for our students to learn and grow, but will also inspire creativity and foster curiosity among the students. Moreover, this project will enable our esteemed faculty to further their research pursuits, driving innovation and pushing the boundaries of knowledge in their respective fields. The full effects of their work will not only impact on campus, but extend to the wider community and society as a whole. As we stand here today, on the cusp of this new chapter, we must acknowledge the vital role played by the TEDFund in making this dream a tangible reality. Their unwavering support, both financial and logistic, has ensured that we have the resources necessary to provide an exceptional learning experience for our students. To the staff and students present, this intervention project is a testament to your potential and testament to the faith that has been placed in you. It is now your responsibility to take full advantage of this remarkable opportunity and utilize every resource at your disposal to strive for greatness in your career and academic journey. As we unveil this intervention project today, let us not forget the purpose it serves: the pursuit of knowledge, the cultivation of critical thinking, and the preparation of the leaders of tomorrow. May this project not only transform our campus, but also transform the lives of the many students who will walk through these halls. On behalf of our university, I extend our deepest gratitude to the federal government of Nigeria and to TEDFund for their enduring commitment to education and for believing in the transformative power of knowledge. Together, we shall pave the way for a brighter, more prosperous future. Thank you all for blessing us with your presence on this momentous occasion. Let us celebrate this milestone and look forward to the remarkable achievement that lies ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. One of our friends, the vice chancellor of the University of Convocation Continue. First, welcome to the Vice Executive Secretary at State University. The chairman, every director, the director of management and evaluation, Mr. Babajide Babajide.
His Excellency, Honorable Aliu Bambamisau, Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Technical and Other Services, who is representing here today the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of this university, our Baba, Professor Angu Abdullahi. Let me remark that Professor Angu Abdullahi, it was during Professor Angu Abdullahi's tenure in Zaria that I was admitted into ABU. And it was the one that presided over our matriculation here. Interestingly also, his son was my colleague in primary school and also in the university. We are architects. Yeah. Thank you, sir. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Fatima Tahir, Principal Officers of the University, Directors, Deans, Heads of Departments, all officers and members of staff of the university, leaders and members of the unions, both staff and students, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I bring warm welcome, warm greetings and compliments from my boss, the Executive Secretary of TEDFON, Architect Sonny S.T. Echono, who has mandated me to represent him at this commissioning today. He has asked me to convey his apologies for his inability to personally attend the event today for some other exigent official commitments. In fact, it was just this morning he was returning to Abuja from another commissioning ceremony in Kwara State University. So accordingly, he has asked me to read these remarks on his behalf. It is indeed an honor to be invited to the commissioning of this magnificent TEDFON-sponsored Central Library Complex, which is also to mark the memorable occasion of the university's maiden combined convocation ceremony. I especially congratulate the Governing Council, the Vice Chancellor, and members of the University Senate and Management for surmounting the various hurdles towards achieving this feat. It is indeed a giant step forward in the history of the university, and we at TEDFON are delighted to be associated with these achievements. I equally salute the visitor, the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed, who has given unflinching support to the progress of the university in the fulfillment of its mandate. Bauchi State University Gadao has been a beneficiary of TEDFON interventions from year 2012, when it became enlisted as a beneficiary of the fund's interventions, and has enjoyed robust support from the fund in its quest to establish itself as an outstanding scholar training institution in the Northeast geopolitical zone of the country. From year 2012 to date, TED Fund has allocated a sum of 17,333,444,369 naira 32 kobo for infrastructure-related interventions only, cutting across the annual special high-impact and zonal interventions, amongst others. With about 97% funds already accessed, we note with delight that these funds are being deployed judiciously in the provision of necessary facilities, which are obviously seen in various locations on the campus here. No doubt, projects undertaken with these funds have remarkably impacted on the mandate of the university in facilitating teaching, learning, research, and community service. The Central Library Complex being commissioned today was a project approved under the years 2017 to 2019 March annual intervention of the fund at a total cost of 1,025 million naira only, inclusive of construction, furnishing, equipping, external works, and consultancy. It is gratifying to note that the project was successfully completed and handed over to the university after the construction, which spanned approximately 2 to 3 years. The doggedness and focus of the university management in the various debilitating circumstances we have faced collectively as a nation is worth noting and commending, as we now see the project ready for formal inauguration and commencement of usage. We are delighted, therefore, to witness this ceremony for the unveiling and the commissioning of this edifice. We are quite confident that this edifice will be a resource powerhouse for stocking current publications and periodicals for knowledge acquisition, and will be a strong resource base for carrying out diverse research endeavors. We are also optimistic that this edifice will be a reference monument in northern Nigeria as a credible base for the acquisition and enrichment of knowledge. Let me assure you that the fund will continually ensure that our interventions are sustained and improved upon as much as possible to enable our institutions undertake impactful projects that will make them globally competitive and situate them in enviable positions among their peers nationally and globally. We shall continually engage with our beneficiary institutions towards ensuring the delivery of impactful intervention programs with the funds accruable for our yearly interventions. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is not always a smooth ride completing edifices of this nature, especially in our environment where the volatility rate is so high and projects are being impacted negatively and struggling to be completed. Consequently, I urge the university management and users of this facility to jealously protect it and ensure that any signs of structural dilapidations are addressed immediately to preserve its integrity and serve other generations coming behind. We are pleased to be associated with your success story and do enjoin the university to keep the flag flying. I welcome you all once again to this event and do wish you a wonderful time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We really want to put our hands together for the leaders. That's a good kind of speech and act. Read by eye. I like to meet you. How would you do? Thank you very much, sir. In our program, next is what the people of the president, Honorable Dr. Amir Soro, Deputy Chairman of the House Committee of the Veterans, Your Excellency.
Okay, I can use my campaign voice, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. It's despite presenting the president, I would want to, with your leave, commence this activity. Thank you very much. The honor is to him. He was there. He signed my admission letter to ABU to read accounting. At the matriculation, he mentioned my name. Today, he is the chancellor of this great university. And again, he is the founder of this university. 75% to 80% of the intervention by TED Fund, he is the originator. So this university cannot go without thanking him. This is part of the protocol I want to establish before I proceed. So with your permission, I will now continue. The Executive Secretary will simply represented by the Director, the Vice Chancellor, members of the Council, members of the Senate, other staff of the University other university and TED Fund, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, gentlemen and ladies, because they said gentlemen of the press, probably there is no female in the press. Yes, so I'm gender sensitive. I don't want to be caught at the crossfire. This is my address as representing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege to be here today at Bauchi State University, Kaduna, the commission of the project executed through the intervention of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund. I wish to use this opportunity to express appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Education, Professor Tai Mama, who through TED Fund deemed it fit to invite to perform this very important national assignment. It is on record that the National Assembly has played a very critical role both in the creation and sustenance of TED Fund since the establishment in January 1993 as Educational Tax Act No. 7 of 1993 up to 2003. When the act was repealed and renamed Educational Trust Fund (ATF) Act No. 17 of 2003, with the same mandate to operate as an intervention fund to all levels of public education, primary and tertiary. It is also a record that the National Assembly again discharged its responsibilities in the most patriotic manner when the administrators of the fund observed certain lapses and challenges in the operation of the ATF Act, such as overburdening the Act, which resulted in mere provision of palliative support to all levels of public education institutions in Nigeria. The application of functions and the mandate of other agencies set up by the ATF, such as Universal Basic Education in Black, continuous decay in facilities, public tertiary education, institutions in the country. In 2021, therefore, the ETF Act number 17 of 2003 was repealed when Tertiary Education Trust Fund Established Act number 16 of 2011 was promulgated with the establishment of TED Fund Act. Okay, this act was established in 2011. We're going to meet with all the Committee of Vice Chancellors, Committee of the Federal Polytechnics and the state to look into the possibility of probably amending this particular act to give TED Fund better funding. Though it has improved from 2.5% by the legislation of the National Assembly to 3% now. Therefore, the revenue generation of TED Fund will now increase by 0.5 in this year. I want to tell the university community that the House Committee of TED Fund have instituted a very high technical committee to look into the companies that are supposed to be paying this money. Are they paying the right dues? We are going to work on even the federal inland revenue to ensure what they generate for the educational sector, it is credited to the right account and the right distribution of 211. Am I right? Distribution of 211 is appropriately done. Still, as part of the commitment to the growth of tertiary education in Nigeria, you will recall that the National Assembly, as key stakeholders of the work, endorsed the increasement of the education tax from 2% to 2.5% in 2021 Finance Act, and subsequently 2.5 to 3% under the 2023 Finance Act. We are aware this increment has resulted in more substantial collection of the educational, the ETD, by the federal revenue, and we are optimistic that the public tertiary education landscape in the country will also be better. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I am excited to note since the enactment of the TED Fund Act in 2011, the fund has performed exceptionally in the provision of physical infrastructure. Even this particular edifice, TED Fund, I'm proud to be the deputy chairman of TED Fund. Support of academic staff training and development, book publications, ICT research and development, among others, in public tertiary education institutions across the country. I therefore wish to use this opportunity to assure you that the 10th National Assembly, the leadership of the Honorable Speaker of the Federal Republic, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, Ian Zazo, and indeed the entire members will continue to provide necessary support to the fund through the enactment of legislation that would further advance tertiary education in Nigeria. As we converge today to witness the inauguration of this iconic project sponsored by TED Fund here at the university, I wish to congratulate the Vice Chancellor, Professor Fatima Tahir, the principal officers, management staff, and students of this great university for their developmental stride at the institution. I also wish to congratulate and commend the Executive Secretary of the TED Fund, Architect Sonny S.T. Choma, and his team for effective discharging of funds mandate for continuous improvement for public tertiary education in Nigeria. As we all know, education plays a critical and pivotal role in the socio-economic development of the nation. Therefore, the commissioning of these projects today at the university will in no small measure further enhance teaching, learning, and improving educational standards. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me also say that I am quite delighted to know that from Bauchi State University and other public tertiary education institutions in Bauchi, such as Balewa University, ATBU, Tatari Ali Polytechnic, Federal Polytechnic, and the College of Education, as the College of Education, Kenya, have been exempted from the giant stride I recorded in the Nigerian tertiary education space as a result of the intervention of TED Fund. I wish to reiterate that the National Assembly will continue to work harmoniously with the executive towards making the educational institution globally competitive for the economic and technological development of the country. In continuation of the intervention activities state fund, I'm delighted to know that the Central Library Complex valued at 1,025 million will be commissioned at the university today. Apart from the scope of the physical structure and provision of equipment at both university, I am pleased to know that TED Fund has also sponsored 100 lecturers for PhD, 100 from the university in both foreign and local institutions. TED Fund spent virtually 955 million, 758, 119, 50 kobo. But in Nigeria, I'm afraid that 50 kobo can't be seen because the denomination is virtually removed. And 143 lecturers for master's degrees in both foreign and local institutions, totaling about 359 million, 206,115, 54. The 6 lectures benchmark work totaling 40 million, 423,257. 2 lecturers for postdoc totaling about 18 million, 319,109, while 282 staff. You see the academic and the non-academic. That is the beauty of TED Fund. Staff have been sponsored for conferences, attendance locally and abroad at a total sum of 126 million, 632, 576, and again yet 45 group. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we dedicate this structure to the glory of God and humanity, I wish to admonish the university to take full advantage of this facility and make good use of them in the education and educational development of our students. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Government. The VC, I don't know. This is off camera. I don't know why there is going to be an adult class for some of us growing up here. But that one should be adult class for politicians. VC, let me also acknowledge off camera. I am sitting side by side with his son in the National Assembly as member representing Sabongai. Therefore, sir, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Rizal, Deputy Chairman of House Committee of TED Fund. Once again, let us put our hands together. We are now present what represents His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Council Chairman, sir, Commissioner of the University. Since yesterday, my colleagues here, I mean the press, wanted to go on with a lodge. They wanted to have a chat with you. I said no. Because it's a privilege to meet you, according to them. They want to have a 5-10 minutes discussion with you. I said no. Let them wait. When we are here, you are going to say something. May I humbly request you to give, show me one second.
What's up? I bow.
Okay.
Mr. President, that protocol referring to the representative of the President of the Federal Republic.
Yeah, it is.
You agree?
Yeah.
Thank you. And our special guest from Tertiary Education Fund, TED Fund, our Vice Chancellor, our members of council, if some are here, and members of Senate, the university, staff and students who are here to witness this event. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. For me, really, it's a bit awkward in the sense that I don't know where to begin the story, but it has already been mentioned that I was in the originating participation, participants who actually brought about the establishment of Bauchi State University. I was visiting Bauchi one evening when the Secretary of the Government came to where I was staying with my host. He said that he had a message for me from Governor Israel. So what the message? He said the message is that he has asked whether you would agree to lead the team that will write the academic brief of Bauchi State University that the state wishes to establish. I told him no. I wasn't interested. I've done enough of this. I was just trying to recapture my rest from so many years I spent in London University. And I changed my mind before the Secretary of the Government entered his car. I called him back. And I told him that he should tell the governor that I was the right formally for me to bring together the team that will do the job, because I was getting tired and so on. The fresh minds are all over the place. They should come and so this is really what happened. We wrote the academic brief for the State University to be established. And I escorted the governor to the NUC to collect the approval for the establishment of Bauchi State University. And then the governor turned around and said, well, you have done this one now, we still want you to be vice chancellor. I said, what? You what? See, my children are that are vice chancellors. So you want me to go and sit with my children and hear about what is happening in the tertiary institution? I'm not going to do it. But eventually, after long discussions, since we argued that I led the team that did the academic brief, I should be near enough to see how the university takes off. And that's how I agreed to serve with the pro-chancellor of the university right from this beginning. And since these last 12 years, I've been trying to escape, but they have not allowed me to escape. And I hope they will. Mr. President and executive secretary of the fund, in establishing the first council, we took particular care of what Bauchi State looks like. And I will tell you here that I was the one who brought in Elias Sabugolo to serve on the council when the council was being established. I had my reasons for doing so. I've known him for quite a bit of time. He was my student in ABU. And he was happy to be on the council. And then all of a sudden, I would say, the news came, he was being appointed as the executive secretary of TEDFA. He celebrated in the council, and they decided that we should take full advantage of one of us being a council member and now elevated to one of the members. Where we coming from? And we organized a small ceremony. I went to Abuja to congratulate Elias Uguro and at the same time greet Talban Katam, who was chairman. So I was well placed, and I was quite rude to tell the two of them that if I cry for money and you can't give me money, then I don't know where else to go and cry again. So please don't tell the story that they were nepotic and biased and so on. But this is true that these two gentlemen, as principal officers of TEDFA, were virtually at our beckoning anytime we wanted something to be done here. And this is why within only 11 to 12 years, Bauchi State University is becoming perhaps the largest university in the Northeast. In terms of academic space for work, for teaching, research, facilities, this university is already ahead of all others. But then it is not just this relationship and the generous things that kept coming almost for the asking. But then you have to also find who are those who manage. As council members, we are only there as policy guidance and so on and so forth. But actual work has to be done by management. And management working with its own internal structures, committees, university systems are usually managed by committee works. And I think we're lucky now I can recall what happened when the first vice chancellor was recruited. Professor Izzuddin had just finished his term at Kaduna State University. And this is just at the point when Governor Yusuf will be looking for vice chancellor for the newly established university. And there is this proposal to him. There is one young man I know, virtually my son, really, because his father was close to him. So I've known him, he grew up